Good evening and welcome to the Indian Super Series. We're in Chandigarh and we've got the final game of the day. Auckland Warriors up against Bharat Army Lions at the JR Institute of Cricket. Umpires are Amit and Nav Sharma. Auckland Warriors have won the toss and elected to field. So out there earlier, there's not too much dew on the outfield, so it will become a problem or something to deal with the conditions for both teams at some stage of this match. But at the moment, it's pretty dry out there. And great conditions for a game of night cricket. I was chatting to Talyard from Auckland Warriors, giving him some advice about mixing up his lines and pulling it back a length, and told me flat out, no, I was wrong. He's going to bowl it full and straight. He said it worked yesterday and he's going to continue with it today. So you can see he's opening up there, Quinton Talyard. He's going to go for it again. Let's see how it plays out. Smith Patel's opening up with Tafiq Ansari for the Bharat Army Lions.
In line with the wickets.
Looks like a beautiful deck out there.
Yes.
The leg side boundaries, the shorter of the two for the right-hander on the side they're opening up from. Almost ready to go. Batsman's taking guard here. On both sides looking for a win here.
Jay? Yeah, go to JB Cricket Academy. Jay? The other white ball. Honey? Find your last man stand.
Bharat Army Lions beating Perth Power yesterday, so they'll want to continue in that good form. And Auckland Warriors losing to Delhi Lions. We're off. Good start there by Quinton Talyard. I'd like to say that was back of a length. Delhi Lions are top of the group. They're on 20. Bharat Army Lions are on 10. That's a great delivery there by Talyard. Bit of a way shape. Perth Power in third place with 4 points, and Auckland Warriors are coming last with just the 2 points, but they can turn that around this game if they win it here. Let's have a look at this replay here.
McGill, stay straight up.
Open the face there. Nice. Very quick outfield there. It's been runs all day long there. Third man region. There's a bit of shape there for Talyard. Joining me at the comms box is Wayne Grieve. Just come off a devastating loss. Back there, Wayno.
Good evening, Bjorn, and congratulations on a long day of commentary. You've held the fort together well out here.
No, it's been good. I had a bit of support there from yourself and Matt Turnbull, so it's been good fun up here, some good cricket.
Yeah, the Delhi Lions were just too good for the Perth Power, but I think the Perth guys will be feeling okay with the performance. I don't think we were expected to get over the line there, but good knock from Muzzy.
Muzzy did so well there. I think he was smiling ear to ear there when he came off, even though they lost. It was a fantastic knock from him. There's too many runs on the board there, and very skillful bowling. Made it difficult for your batters to chase that down.
I think if we had 3 or 4 Muzzies, we would have chased it down comfortably. But we only had 1 Muzzy. But back to the action here, beyond the Bharat Lions. They've got a long batting lineup. All of them have play with a good straight bat, beyond, and that's a feature of a lot of these Indian teams. There's no slogging; they're just good cricket shots.
Coming off a win, so full of confidence. Lovely shot. Fielding there in the deep.
Liam Berry bowls a heavy ball. They're definitely the biggest team in this tournament. You wouldn't want to pick an argument with the Auckland Warriors.
Liam Berry's a big boy. He batted very well yesterday. A nice little cameo knock there. Batted well with Vaughan, Herbert. Going so well. When they went out, the wheels came off for the Warriors. Crumbled to, I think, a 98 all out. But they were well set. That's good pace. Good wheels on him.
So umpire thought about a wide, but I think he's given the benefit to the bowler, and I think correctly so. They're beyond the batsman just shuffling across his stumps, and that's just kissed the wide line. So benefit of that going to Liam Berry. Needs to just get a bit straighter here, Liam. And he does, and that's and that's the best celebration of the tournament so far. What's happened there, Liam Berry?
His nickname is Teeth, and he's going at some teeth there. He's kept a bit low there. It's a good delivery. He's played all around it, and an easy decision for the umpire there. And what a celebration from Berry.
Kissed the wide line, so benefit of that going to Liam Berry. 2 wide ones, and then he follows up with the straight one.
We missed the celebration there. It's the first time the production team's let us down.
Now there's going to be, we have to see that celebration. Forget the LBW. Let's have a look at that celebration.
Teeth. He's in it. Look at that mullet.
So that's dead. There's no doubt about this. But the big surprise was what happens now.
Is he happy or what?
Oh no! We're keep the suspense.
What's happening there, pal?
We have to get another look at that. The viewers at home are tuning in. They want to see that celebration. Maybe we'll have to get another wicket from Berry. But beyond just coming back to the bowling, he bowled 2 wide ones. I think he got the batsman just walking across his stumps, trying to feel for the one outside the off stump, and then he followed that up with the straighter one. So very, very good bowling from Berry, and he worked his batsman over there.
It's just another back of the length ball there. Kept a bit low and beat him for pace. Should have got on the front foot. Actually a very good ball to get first up when you just got to the crease. Alsace Patan's the new batsman, and he's looking nervous out there. Why wouldn't he be after that celebration? Teeth storming in. It's a big effort by Stories, the gloves.
So we saw Bharat Army yesterday. Got off to a nervy start, but they bat all the way down, don't they, Bjorn? So they won't be too bothered about that just yet.
It's good cricket.
And this is what they do well, Bjorn. They run so well between the wickets. It just keeps the scoreboard moving.
11 for 1 after 2.
Over. 1. Oh.
So, good start there by Liam Berry.
Righty.
Just a 4
Right,
coming off it. Picking up the vital wicket there. Early breakthrough. Quinton Telliard's coming back on for his second.
Bjorn, have you seen the name on the back of his shirt? Voltong. So
It's obviously an import.
he's from Bloemfontein, but he's been living in Auckland for, I think, 12, 13 years now. He's got his own engineering business out there.
Got the passport.
And he bowls a heavy ball, does Telliard.
There's 2 South Africans in this side. I think Vaughan Herbert's the other one. But Vaughan Herbert...
Oh, here's the celebration, Bjorn. There we go. There we go.
Batsman on his way out there.
So,
Scenes, yeah, as Roscoe would say. Absolute scenes.
oh, Telliard just is going a bit too straight there. So that's a second wide of the over, and that's a penalty of 3.
That's costly. So 15 now.
Liam.
Run rate's climbing.
Stop.
Without much effort from the Bharat Army.
That's a good cricket shot. Just punches up the back foot.
Looking for 2 again. Good running. Made it into an easy 2.
That's textbook batting that Bjorn can see. These guys are well coached. Are the Bharat Army Lions. Just rocks back and places it into the gap for 2, and suddenly they're up to 17.
Good delivery there. He's done well to get some bats on it.
It's going to be Liam Berry. I think he's been on those energy drinks before the game. He's full of energy. I don't know what he was doing there, but he slid in on 2 knees. So to say he's pumped up for this game is an understatement, Bjorn.
He certainly is pumped up. He was very disappointed at their loss yesterday, and the rain disruption. He's flown all the way and paid all this money for this. He was furious with the situation, but so he's a fiery character.
Oh, and another wide from Telliard.
It's costly, so costly. It's a big over. He's just not got his rhythm here. They should give him a break and then come back at the end.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think maybe when the balls stop swinging in the back end, he might feel a little bit more comfortable. I've seen a few bowlers just struggle to control the swing. That's better.
Running hard, they're looking for 2 again. It's a good pickup.
Superb running between the wickets. And suddenly they've turned 1 into 3, Bjorn. It could even be 4 here.
A bit sloppy from Auckland Warriors. And calm heads out there.
But this is what they do, the Bharat Army. They did this against Perth Power as well. They're not playing expansive cricket shots. They just punch it into the gaps and run hard. And suddenly the fielding team start bickering amongst themselves. They can see the Auckland Warriors are now a bit unsure as to should the fielders be 5 yards off the boundary. Bjorn, as the captain now, would you be looking to get the fielders 5 yards off?
This side, I think that's a good option because it's an extra 15, 20 meters longer than the other side. So it's the left hand on the leg side, I'd bring them in. But on the off side for the left hand, I'd keep them right on the fence. It's a short boundary there. In fact, I'm going to tell the groundskeeper to move the boundary tomorrow and get you early. That rope's a bit close in for my liking on the offside for the left-hander here. So Berry back into the attack. Can't wait to see him take another wicket and see the celebration. With all respect to the Bharat Army Lions, that celebration is something to admire. So Patan on strike. It's a short one. It's kept low again. He's played that well off the back foot.
It's another 2.
That's great fielding in the deep.
Oh, directed, that's out! I called it too early, and let's see what Liam Berry's got to offer here. It's going to be a big high five.
Get tackled there. Oy, he was in trouble there. He's very happy with his teammate. I was a bit worried for him at once. I thought he was going to get rugby tackled.
His teammates were a bit nervous to come in there. He was a middle fielder with sidestepping Liam Berry there.
He's giving it the old shark one too, though. That was fantastic fielding. He anticipated so well. I'm not sure who the fielder is, but that was outstanding work in the deep there. He hustled for it. Clean pickup, direct hit. And that's another fight. So we can look at that pickup. Watch the celebration from Berry here. Watch the head movements.
So he's got a bit of variety in his celebration. He's not a one-trick pony.
That's 24 for 2 by my calculations.
I'll be honest, I was actually just about to say that's superb run in between the wickets here, but I think they were caught out by the fielder, was a left-arm fielder, so picked it up with his left arm. I think to a right-handed fielder, probably would have been 2, but...
And he anticipated there. I think he saw that they're always going for the second, so he was on the money early, and it took a bit of brilliance to get a run out there. Berry's charging in, and he's banged that in short and wide. Disappointed with that delivery.
But he's definitely pumped up. The adrenaline's flowing there, along with the hair.
Just at the back. Needs to settle down a bit.
Yeah, he's definitely putting his back into it. I think he smells blood. Yeah, he knows that if he can rush another one here, get another wicket down, the Bharat Army will be under wicket pressure.
There's been 5 wides out of the last 10 balls, and the run rate's crept up to 8.5 already. That's a good delivery. Much better delivery there by Liam Berry. Good thinking.
Who would you rather be at the moment beyond, the Auckland Warriors captain or the Bharat Army?
It's hard to say for me. I think it's even Stevens. 30 for 2 after 3. 2 balls to come in the 4th. Little partnership here, and you'd fancy the Bharat Army Lions, but another 2 wickets and you fancy the Auckland Warriors. So it's still very even in early days, I think.
Yeah, it's in the balance. I would I'd be slightly happier as the bowling team with 2 wickets down. Just slightly happier, but it all really depends what happens in the next 2-3 overs. So it's definitely in the balance, but you add 2 wickets here and Bharat Army will be in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, agreed. I think the plan here for Bharat Army Lions is to try and get to 10 overs with only losing maximum of 1 more wicket. So they're 3 down at the change, or 2 down. And then that'll give them a good platform to launch. The runs aren't a problem at the moment for them. They're coming thick and fast.
It's a superb batting wicket, this it really is. But there's also something in it for the bowlers. If you hit the right areas, the LBW that Liam Berry pulled off early on in his spell was vindicative of that. You just got to try and hit that spot more often, and they haven't really hit that area enough in this bowling, or in either of these 2 spells. Both their bowlers in their first over were really good, but the last 2 overs have conceded 20 runs. It was 12 after 2 overs.
Yeah, I just felt a bit inconsistent, and the wides tell a story there. Could be a bit more consistency. They could have put a bit more pressure on Bharat Army Lions.
So new bowlers Jared Hards and Kane Lindsay's left himself out today. So I think the tour captain, he's a player manager today. He's on the sidelines, and Jared Hards is making his debut in the Indian Super Series.
Yeah, he sat out yesterday. He's doing the water for the team. Good team man.
Great team man.
Good to see him get a ball early.
It starts with a loosener.
It's not the worst delivery of full toss there to the new batsman in.
I think he could be careful bowling that again though, Bjorn. Gets away with it with the first one.
These batsmen, yeah, did get away with it. They don't want to bowl it too often. Look, they're not the Daddy Lions who just send that into the stratosphere though. These batters look like they work the ball around the park, run hard, and clever batsman. So as I said that, he's caressed that down to long off there.
That first one was definitely a loosener beyond Jared Hards. That one, not quick by any means, but it was at least 20 miles quicker than the first delivery. The first one just looped out his hands. So definitely just feeling his way into the spell is Hards. Oh, it's well bowled.
That's the line and length he should be looking for, top of off stump.
I think that length, it just skids on. It's also the line is important there, Bjorn. If you keep hitting that area over a period of time, you will be successful. You will get a few dots and a few ones, which then bring wickets.
One's going to keep a bit low, keeps the batsman guessing there. It's too full that. He's done well with his foot there. To come here. Alsas Patan's on strike. He's on 16 from 10.
Can he complete the over? Been a great over so far. He needs to finish it.
Down the wicket, another full toss.
And he's so Auckland Warriors will be delighted with the start from Jared Hards. Just going for 4 from his first over. 2 full tosses in that, but the key thing is he had the fielders in the right position, and I think he's surprised the batsman there with the change of pace has been. I'm not sure if the change of pace was by design or if he's just a bit stiff, but there was definitely a noticeable change up in pace between the 4th and 5th delivery there.
I want to give the credit to the bowler there. It's deliberate. It's clever thinking bowling. Liam Berry's given a third here. I like to see him bowl consistently here. He's bowled with good gusto. Just needs to find his line and length here. I think he could trouble the batsman here if he hits the right areas.
So we've seen 2 great celebrations from Liam Berry. And the question is, does he have a third, Bjorn?
I'm going to have to back the bowler again here and say he's definitely got a third and a fourth. Let's just ease down for a single there.
And both teams are recognising the importance of this moment. We said the game was in the balance, and it certainly is, Bjorn. I don't think either team will be too upset with the start, but it all hinges on these next few overs. If Warriors can pick up another 2 or 3 wickets before the turn, then they'll feel their way on top.
That's why Berry's been given this extra over here. It's another good delivery there. It's well played by the batsman to squeeze it out.
On the other hand, the Bharat Army Lions will be hoping to get up to around 70, 75, only 2 wickets down at the turn. And that will give them the platform to go on to try and post a score of 160, 170. Which I think 160 is about par, Bjorn.
I think 160 would be a good target. to aim for.
What a great shot that is. Just to use the pace of the ball.
Just waited for it so well there. Till it was in the right spot to bring the bat down into the gap. Straight off the middle of the bat.
Pure timing that. Thought that was just going to run down to third man for a single. Just plays it under his eyes. Beautiful shot that.
Textbook stuff.
Just shows that there's two ways to go about it here, and the one way is brute force and the other one is little deft touches like that.
Difficult shot to play. Wait for the ball to go past you. It's never easy. It's come down the track there. It's into the gap. They're going to be looking for two here. If they're hesitant after that run out.
Well, that's superb fielding from both fielders there. It's a relay pass. The big men are the Auckland Warriors, but they're up for this game. They know that it's a must win. Keep themselves alive in the hunt for knockout glory.
Putting their bodies on the line. A lot of energy out there in the field. It's good to hear them backing each other. That's a great ball there.
It's great cricket all round.
For two again, they say no, they're not going to take them on again, and that's the pressure of the fielders. Well done to Auckland Warriors team. Early on, they would have gone there for the second, I think. Let's have a look at this fielding work.
It's a great moment there. Really good moment there. You can't say that the Auckland Warriors are not up for this game, beyond.
They're certainly up for it. I was asking them about their match preparation. They went out for a net or went sightseeing, and they've been at the hotel. They've loosened up with the physio. Some of them went for a net. Others have done some meditation. They're very, very up for this game here.
And Jared Hards, he's only just got his tournament underway. He's making his Super Series debut today. And he's got off to a great start. He'll be saying to the team, you shouldn't have left me out in the first game here. But it's the beauty of having a squad system, beyond. I think it does help to have 9 players in your squad just to bring someone in to freshen it up.
Especially after a loss, just to change it up there. Take the pressure off yourself if you're the skipper. It's a nice option to have.
I like this bowling option. He's actually bowling at not trying to do any injustice to him, but he's bowling at almost a spinner's pace, but he's bowling wicket to wicket, and he's not giving anything for the batsman to go after.
He seems to be rushing them. I think it's hard to pick up what pace he's bowling at for the batters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's almost bowling like a spinner. He's got the odd one that he rolls his fingers under it, and then the odd one that he just puts his... See, that's...
It's a superb shot there.
That's an unbelievably good shot. Beyond, he's taken that off stump.
There's actually nothing wrong with that delivery by the bowler there. It's just good batting.
Superb skill.
The only thing is possibly he's got the field wrong, but
I don't think, you know what, I don't think so. I just think that's actually, sometimes you just got to give credit to the batsman. If you go and move the field now,
he's going to hit it straighter.
Yeah.
But it was quite full. That's the only thing. It's hard to hit it square if you're bowling full. Now it was a bit short. He's worked it on the leg side. Could pick up again.
So it's still evenly poised. Both teams not giving an inch here.
50 up for Bharat Army Lions. One to come from Jared Hards. Desperately looking for another wicket here. Story standing up.
It's a good comeback here from Jared Hards, just going for 10 from his 10 deliveries, and the Warriors will be delighted with this start from Jared Hards.
bowling by Jared.
And it's around about now that the dew starts settling in beyond. So Auckland Warriors have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. And I think a big part of that is the dew. The talk on the town is from yesterday is that it really does come in here at the Institute of Cricket, and in the second innings the ball can become a bar of soap. So that is going to be something that I think's in the favour of the team batting second, Beyond.
I think it will favour the team batting second. Another thing to think about is it's quite tricky to bat in the rubbers and the dew's all about, but
So Vaughan Herbert, similar in style to Jared Hodge, just wicket to wicket with the keeper standing up. So you can see they've really thought about their approach here.
he used to play in the Johannesburg leagues, and he's unlucky there. And the ball really does race away down that area there. Third man,
That's a good shot.
he's just got a little tickle on it. Again, not a bad delivery from the bowler.
Maybe a little bit too short if he doesn't have the third man. So it's one of those ones. If he's going to bowl that length, I think you've got to get that guy a bit.
He's very wide.
Yeah.
I think he's too wide. Probably would have been 4 anyway, but I think he's still too wide.
It's a superb shot there. Just opens up the face. Plays it almost when it's behind him.
The keeper, if he's taken a half a step there, would have gone straight in his gloves. It was so close to the keeper there.
So you're putting that down as a drop catch?
I'm just saying, sometimes you can make it happen.
Jeez, tough school, yeah.
Because he kind of telegraphed what he was going to do there.
So Bjorn Briggs has got that down as a drop catch.
Just giving some hints to stories there behind the stumps. It's the hardest job in the world, keeping. It's even harder under lights. When the dew comes in, the ball starts slipping around. So it's not an easy job.
I think the crucial,
Definitely not a drop catch.
crucial moment, Jap. Pathan's going well. He's the danger man in my view here for the Bharat Army Lions. Just keeps moving the ball into the gaps, and he runs so hard, puts the fielder under pressure.
I think the dew starting to come into play here.
It's not easy to keep running twos there. It definitely takes the energy out of your game, so you can lose a bit of hitting power. But with these young athletes here, beyond I think they're just going to keep doing it.
They look fit and healthy. So once it comes from Vaughan here, short again, whipped on the leg side there. Should just be the one. Is he going to get through? Well done by the fielder. Oh, such a good effort there.
Oh, just feel for him because he's done all the hard yards. He's come around, but this is a class knock here from the young left-hander. Beyond, he hasn't played a shot in anger. He just turns that one around the corner.
That's a great shot. It's just pure timing, knowing where all the fielders are.
And he's done the hard yards. Came back off. Oh, and he watched the frustration. Yeah. Oof, and he just throws away the ball in disgust. But I think as a captain, you can't have anything untoward to say to the fielder there when he puts his body on the line and he just doesn't get the luck that he needed there.
Not from a lack of trying there. So 61 for 2 after 8. Manny Siddle's come on to bowl. And Auckland Warriors not in trouble here, but they'd love to get a wicket.
I think they're not in a bad position with this due beyond, because last night in that final game, the team batting first got 215 and Melbourne Mavericks, I think, got up to 190. I'm not saying I think the Bharat Army Lions have got a good attack, but I think anything around 160, 117, Auckland Warriors get off to a good start. With the dew around, they'll be in the game.
A lot of adjustments going on with the field here.
Early on, I asked you, Bjorn, who was in the driving seat, and you felt it was in the balance. I felt at that time Auckland Warriors would be the happier of the two teams, but it just feels like it's getting to that point where Bharat Army will feel they're in a dominant position. How do you see it now, Bjorn?
I think they're still very much in the balance. They're not running away with it. The run rate's only 7 and over at the moment. And if they can pick up a few wickets in the second 10, they can, really slow down the runs. But sliding down leg. So it's all about momentum and partnerships. Auckland Warriors want to break the momentum of the batsmen, and Bharat Army just need to keep on going. If they can get someone in the bank here, Patan, if he can make 50 or 35, I think they're going to be in the driving seat going into the last 10.
So you see every ball now, they've got a few towels out here. They've been prepared here, the Auckland Warriors. They've all got a towel in their pocket. Manny Sadell is the new bowler. Big shout for LBW. Umpire wasn't interested. Oh! That's missed everything. How is that missed?
That must have glanced it. That was so close. And worst of all, it's gone for 4 byes.
The keeper must have thought that it was about to hit the leg stump.
He jumped here. It skidded on quickly. He's looped it up and it's just shot off the deck. It's definitely getting a bit harder to bat on. Watch the skid. Just shoots through. I can't believe it's missed the leg stump. Neither can the batsman.
And the keeper, Story, has to then chase. I don't want to be too harsh on the keeper.
In the world is the keeper's having to go and chase the one that you've missed.
Your keeper yourself, do you have any sympathy for the keeper on that occasion?
Lots of sympathy. That was harder than it looked. It looked really straightforward, but it's shot off the ground there. I think he's just expected it to hit the stumps or the batsman's legs.
When it goes between the batsman's legs and the stumps, it's very tricky, isn't it?
It's very hard, and it's under lights. It's skiddy, this wicket, hey? Look at that. He's got hold of it. It's the first shot in anger that we've seen.
I think it's just a good cricket shot again, though. A bit too short from Sadell. He rocks back, gives himself some depth in the crease.
He was hoping for it to skid on again, and he's picked it up that time.
So if you're going to bowl that length, I think it needs to be a little bit quicker through the air, that length. I don't mind the length, but just a little bit quicker through the air so the batsman doesn't have time to play that shot. So nothing wrong with the length, just the pace. If you're going to bowl that length, just a little bit quicker through the air.
He's tossed it up and paid the price. Mohit Tandani is on 18 from 14. He's played some beautiful shots as well. He gets some strike now. Last ball of the over. And that's tossed up. And he's so good at that one. That's not the first time he's played it.
That's a very long chase for the field. That's 4 more.
A lot of runs there today. A late cut. That is a difficult shot to play.
I think Sadell just might need to be a little bit quicker through the air there. It's just the batsmen have got a little bit more time there against him to...
Yeah, his stock ball's got to be the fast arm ball.
The skipper, Kane Lindsay, the tour manager, he's a great guy, as are all the Auckland Warriors. They play the game in a great spirit. They're very, very competitive on the field, but they're always making mates with the opposition and all the other teams, and really good ambassadors of their country, and it's great to have them here in India for the first time.
Yeah, we've been missing the New Zealanders from some of our tours. It's great to have them here. Always add another bit of variety to a cricket tour.
talking of variety, Jared Hards is coming to the attack and he's provided some variety. Pick of the bowlers so far here, beyond just 10 from his 2 overs, and he'll be hoping for breakthrough here. The Bharat Army are starting to get on top here.
Yeah, the run rate's gone to 8.3, so I'm starting to lean towards them at the moment.
It's been a great partnership. They came together when the score was, I think, 25 after a magnificent run out. And Hards brings a sense of calm to the proceedings again.
Just seems to know what he wants to do and execute it well. Calmness about him that we didn't quite see with Berry.
But I like that from your fast opening bowling,
You
Berry.
have a bit of fire in your belly for your openers. Shot's going to be 4.
No, they've got the fielder. They've got the fielder. They've had enough of that shot. And now the question is, well, it's the left hand on strike, but does he try and go a bit squarer? And that's the type of fielding change that can also get a wicket if you get him to change his game.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think it's the right move.
Great shot.
Wicket keepers now. Berry's been taking the gloves.
Just another correct punch down the ground from Pathan. So Hards has gone for a runner ball here, 13 of his first 13 deliveries. Now the batsman, that's class batting, beyond. We're just talking about that a few minutes ago. He's got the fielder to go a bit finer, and now he's just hit that square. So it's skillful batting.
That's when the skipper puts his hands on his head. He doesn't know what to do after that. Looks at the bowler looks at him. Where do you want it?
And actually when you watch it from here, when you're out there in the field, you always think you should be doing something different, but I don't know what he could do different there. You want to try and stop it. You want to try and control the proceedings, but
Maybe a bit fuller, maybe a bit short. So, I haven't seen these guys go aerial, so you can cover the straight one a bit easier than you can against the Delhi Lions.
the jury's starting to come into play here, beyond. So just for the viewers at home that think that was a bit clumsy, and it was, but we got to make sure that we inform in how wet it gets out there. It's going to get wetter and wetter now that as the innings goes on here.
We had a lot of rain yesterday, and it's a lot of moisture in the air, and as the temperature gets colder and colder, condensation on the ground turns into dew. And I think it's very wet at the moment. You can see a few towels in the hands of Auckland Warriors.
It's good to see you know your geography there, Bjorn.
Went to a good school, winner.
Sounded like you know what you're talking about there, but
Score was 84 for 2 after 10. Have a little drinks break here. The hats off to the umpires. Done a sterling job. They're looking pretty cold out there. The temperatures drop below 10 at the moment. Quite far north up here in India. 4 or 5 hours from the Himalayas. So projected score 168. Be interesting to see if the batters, Patan and Tandani and the guys coming in after them, can up the ante a bit and really start getting aggressive, start targeting maybe 180, or they're going to just keeping on, working it around the ground, playing conservative but exciting cricket. Do they have another gear in their armory? Saw the Punjab Tigers. They're going to be hard to beat come the knockout games. They can play all around the game like this, but they can also turn it on when the sixes need to be hit. So we've got a perfect platform here, Bharat, Army Lions. 84 for 2 after 10. They're in the driving seat here. Love to see them push on here and try and get 100 off these next 10.
I think that's exactly the number they'll be looking at, beyond 185. We saw Delhi Lions post 185 against the Perth side early on, and that proved to be a winning score. It's one of those ones in the field there where you feel like you're in the game as well. You just know that 1 or 2 tight overs, maybe a wicket. So Berry with the gloves now. And if he takes a catch behind the stumps, we could be in for another treat of a celebration. So they continue to move the field around here. They're moving the big men from Auckland all over the park. They're going to sleep well tonight, are the Auckland Warriors.
On this game,
Settle
choose
back onto bowl.
Go lads, go Wooly.
This is a better end for him to bowl if he can get it on the offside. Difficult for the batters to hit boundaries there.
He's got to be full at his pace. And that's, I think for the batsman, that does give you upper hand. I haven't seen him bowl any arm balls yet, and I think he needs an arm ball in his armour just to keep the batsman pegged back in the crease. I think it's a matter of the time before he might use his feet and try and go downtown here.
We haven't seen that yet from the batsman. I'll be interested to see if they do.
Go Manny.
I think it's that time we'll be thinking about it. Can Settle outfox him here?
Jared.
He can't be short at his pace. It just sits there and he'll be asking to be hit.
Nice.
Rock back and nice back foot drive.
I think that's about where he wants to be. Beyond that was not too short. And
You won't mind that at all.
Go Manny.
this is the matchup. The left-hander hit into a smaller leg side boundary. Does he feel now that it's time to go? Does he try and go aerial for the first time in this innings?
Bar of soap at the moment, the ball.
Line. Come on, lads.
It is a bar of soap, but I think you still got to keep your head on your eyes on the ball and watch it into his hands. I don't think on that occasion he should be blaming the wet ball, and I think he just took his eyes off the ball. And that's frustrating for Seidel because he thought he had maybe forced another one. But Pathan continues just to play regulation cricket shots here.
Down, Manny, down.
2 again, just the one.
That's good from Santos. He is a really good fielder. He's pulled up a remarkable direct hit early on. So it's like an ice cream cone out there, Bjorn.
Yeah, it's. I think the easy ones are actually harder, but I think they do take the eye off it a little bit, and if you don't take it right in the middle of the hands, it just bubbles out. We saw last night the Cheshire Cats, that great catch Johnson took, and then he dropped the dolly. It happened so easily and so quickly. Having a look at the ball, it looks fine to me.
They're just held up as they look at the ball.
Umpire said the seam's still good. A bit soggy, but good.
So Pathan 10 away from his 50. The question is, has he gone quick enough here? Should his strike rate be a bit better, Bjorn?
Sorry, I was interrupting you there. I was just about to say that 50 off anything lower than 30 or less is always a good knock, I think, in my book.
I think as an opener, even 35, Bjorn. Just when you're setting up the innings, especially after 2 early wickets, Bjorn, that's something to take into consideration. So I think from here, he needs to try and get to his 50 in the next 6-7 deliveries, and that will be job done. The other thing that doesn't show in his scorecard is how many twos he's run for Mohit Tadani. So not only has he contributed on his own bat, but he's helped Tadani on many occasions double his ones.
It's a great partnership that they've had. Oh, that's a loose one. It's gone straight up. This could be a chance.
I think the fielder was maybe a bit relieved that it hadn't carried to him, because that would have been a tricky one to hold on to. It's now very, very wet out there, and it's not from rain, it's the dew really settling in.
It's well worked on the leg side. There's a couple here. Running well.
And you can just see it's energy sapping stuff for the Auckland Warriors. Leon, they were a lot more animated in those first 5-6 overs, and now they're having to do the hard yards in the outfield, and you can just see it's taking its toll on the big men.
Yeah, there's a little bit less chatter, but they're still in this game. Run rate hasn't got ahead of them. That's a fantastic shot by Patan. That'll take him to 47.
It's one of those players that you don't feel like he's dominating you, but he is. He's 47 now from 29, and he hasn't played any unconventional shots, man. He's just timed the ball superbly.
Or change the angle.
Great shot.
Nice use of the feet there, dancing down the track. And he's just hit 3 4s in that 29 ball, 47, no 6s.
Oh, what a shot that is. Jeez.
Work that on the leg side into the gap, and that'll bring up his 50. What a knock from Patan. A difficult period for...
That's a great shot. Just flick of a wrist, Bjorn.
A little bit of a MS Dhoni shot there.
But along the ground.
Along the ground, yeah.
A helicopter shot on the ground.
A little bit of a message there for the batter coming in. He's not too interested in it. He just wants to get out there. He's cold. Wants to warm up.
It's just drifting away from the Auckland Warriors here. They need a tight over here to the new batsman. They'll be relieved to see the left-hander has departed.
And you've always got a chance against the new batters. That's what they'll be telling themselves. Against the new batters, that's what they'll be telling themselves. New batsman in. You can get him while he's doesn't have his eye in. Daria Patel. Looks like Manny Siddle's coming on for his third.
Let's go, Shreds. Go, lads.
The new batsman, Patel. He's got license, I think.
Oh.
And he's definitely got license. So you can see he's been sent in with a note in his pocket, and it's not about,
Seeing off Siddle.
yeah, it's about going the aerial route.
So Siddle needs to bear that in mind. Where does he bowl that, Wayno? He knows the batsman's coming after him.
Let's go, Shreds. Go, boys.
It's not going to be working it around the ground.
Just like to
Patan was.
see Siddle just throw one quicker one in here, just to keep the batsman guessing. Just feel it's a matter of time if he keeps looping it up where one of these batsmen are going to take a luck in. Just needs the odd quicker one. That's well bowled though, Bjorn. If he's going to put in the blocker like that, it's fine. So good from Sadell here. He hasn't dropped anything short. And this is going to be an interesting moment with Patel coming in with license. Sadell working that ball hard with his towel there. Trying to find a bit of grip. And Liam Berry, don't know what he's doing there, but it wasn't pretty.
So just the one leg by there. Not the worst for Manny Siddle.
It's a great over, yeah. Can he finish strongly, yeah?
Coming to you, Kiwi.
This is a superb over here from Sadell. Just what Auckland Warriors needed now. This last ball here is a big moment, Bjorn. If he can complete this with a one or a dot, that just gives the Warriors something to take into that next over. But if Lions can find a boundary here, they'll feel that they've got out of that over with parity.
Go, Manny.
Should just be the one.
Huge credit there to Sadell. That's a great over.
So he's bowled 3 overs for 19. That's fantastic stuff there to come back. 107 for 2, 108 for 2 after 13. Run rate's around 8.3 at the moment.
The projected score 167. I think Bharat Army Lions will be hoping for a little bit more than that.
Kano. He's right on it. Easy, mate, easy,
Easy, coming back onto ball. It's been superb today.
Kano.
Having a good chat to the umpire there. Patel's on strike. I think it looks like Tadani on strike.
Down there.
It's another dot.
Oh, that's superb fielding off your own bowling.
So since the left-hander has left the crease, they've just been able to get a few dots.
Let's go, mate. Straight through me, boy.
Patan was outstanding, but since he's retired, the timeline's not going too good. Oh, and there's the pressure releaser. That's going to race away for 4. Bit unlucky there was Eddie Dadwell, but well played from the batsman. Just gets inside the line and helps it on its way to the vacant fine leg.
Sorry, Ads.
That's chipped up the field. Talliard comes around. Oh. A lot happened in that delivery, but in the end it was just a single.
Big shot coming here, Heads. He's winding up.
So Mohit's on strike here. He's on 34 from 24.
That's a great shot. And that's what he's been sent in to do.
He's on 40 from 25.
I like your Heads.
Just clears the left leg and bang into the night sky. Beautiful work from the cameraman as well. Straight into the PMW logo. Are they going to go back to pace now? Looks like that man Talliard. Man, just seeing how wet that ball is. And remember, both teams are going to have that to contend with. So still think there's a lot left in this game. Yeah, the projected score is 171. I think they're going to be looking slightly more than that from here.
Auckland Warriors are going to need to pick up wickets to keep it under 171.
They're continuing with Seidel. I think there's thoughts of getting Biltong Talliard into the attack.
6 overs to go.
So they've used 6 bowlers. And the question is, do they...
Oh, that's big. A lot of flight on that delivery. Batsman hasn't capitalized there.
So if I look at the bowling figures, Talliard went for 20 from his 2. He's still got 2 in the hat. And Liam Berry's gone for just 20 from his 3. Herbert was expensive from his 1 over. Jared Hard's been the pick of the bowlers, going for 19 from his 3. So I think they'll give him 1 more. It's just a question of, do they go back to Talliard and Herbert, or do they keep pace off? Fielder comes around again, just shorter, and that's happened on numerous occasions today, just feeling short of the long on and long off fielders.
Good work, Bonnie.
Bjorn, what would your play yet? Do you think you go to the seamers, back to the seamers soon, or do you keep the pace off options?
Siddle's be bowling well. I'd keep him on for now. Let me give 80 1 more over. See how it goes.
Oh, he gets a hand to it. I think that's possibly stop 4. Yeah, this is Seidel's last over. They will have to.
I think you want to keep Berry for the 19th or 20th over.
Hey.
Talliard's the difficult one. He went
50 cents.
20 off his 2.
For you, $2.50.
You might want to bring him in
Tigger.
sooner rather than later. You don't want to leave him for the end.
I don't think you can afford to give
$5
Dudwell
behind
another over. They're going for 24 from his 2. I feel that they're going to have to go back to Talliard soon here. That's so unlucky there. The luck hasn't gone the way of the tourist here from Auckland, but again, Seidel doesn't know how that's missed.
Let's have another look at the replay.
Oh, jeez.
Bottom edge.
Hands on head from the keeper and the bowler and the fielders.
Lotto ticket, you reckon?
127 for 2.
Lotto
1
ticket
ball to
betting
come
here,
from
boys.
Manny Seidel. He's bowled superbly.
Spin a web here, Batman. Spin a web. He's tired. So am I, don't worry. Okay, Manny.
So Seidel, been a good spell. He deserves a wicket. And he's got one! He deserves it. Last ball of his spell, and he gets a wicket, and that's a deserved wicket, and a pat on the back from Liam Berry.
Fails to watch the ball and bowled. Great finish to his spell here for Seidel.
It's great to have all these different angles of the replay here. I think Seidel will be watching all three of them. Just one rolls it out the front of the fingers and even appeals, and he's, look at that emotion there, Bjorn.
Pumped up again. Auckland Warriors need to finish strong here. This is the hard part.
That's over, yeah.
The ball's a bit older. A bit tighter.
That's a good, not as good as Liam's Berry celebration earlier in the innings, but we'll give that second place, I think, Bjorn.
Close second. So 5 overs to go, 127 for 3. New batsman is Rayan Patel, so it's Patel and Patel. And big question is who's going to be the next bowler. A little bit of a managers meeting out there in the middle.
That's one of those ones where I don't think anyone knows. I'm not sure what I would be going to. You know that the seamers possibly could allow the new batsman just to get edges. You know, it's one of those ones that's quite hard with the bowlers not controlling the wet ball. It can go anywhere. You can brings in full tosses into the equation.
Stories is going to have a bowl.
Yeah.
So this is the 7th bowler now, Bjorn.
Yep.
He started with the gloves, didn't he?
He did. So interesting tactics here by the Warriors. They can all bat and bowl, it seems.
Yeah, hey, not too far. Hey.
So I think the way Perry's reading it here, he's feeling its pace off, Bjorn. I think he might be right here.
Down.
Well bowled there. Good start there by Stories.
I like that start. That's something for the captain to work with there, Bjorn. And Liam Berry's definitely going to sleep well tonight there. He's now got the gloves on. He watched that one carefully rolling into him there.
Big pusher. Tired. Late game of cricket, eh?
A new batsman on strike here.
Are you
Here
good?
to face the ball, Rayan Patel.
Not on your arm.
Great start from
Easy.
Story.
So a little bit of pressure back on the Bharat Army Lions. 2 new batsmen at the crease.
I think the ball's got quite heavy. I think they've
Story.
maybe ruled out Toliard coming back here.
It's nicely struck.
It's a
great shot.
Boundary. Welcome boundary for Bharat Army Lions. 133 for 3.
I think how this over finishes will be a determining factor on whether Berry goes back to pace or not.
It's not a bad delivery. He's just hit that out the middle there into the gap.
I agree with you. I think nothing wrong with that delivery, but obviously the scorecard dictates often the captain's decision. And
Hey, tigger.
if he concedes another boundary here, I feel like he might want to go back to seam. But if you can get 2 dots or 2 singles, I think you'll get another over.
Down.
So
Oh, bowled. Oh, I thought he'd actually missed that there. That's great fielding of his own bowling, so he's definitely putting his hand up for another over here, but he needs to finish strongly.
Still one to come here. Oh, straight it on the leg side.
And I
That's a
spoke too
boundary.
early.
Oh dear. Poor finish there to his what started to look like going to be a great over. He's finished badly here.
You've got to feel for the captain now, Bjorn. It's so tough to decide who do you go to here. He's got a lot of options, but I don't think he knows which one's the best one. And I certainly don't from up here in the commentary box.
I think you've got to go with Toliard. He's been picked as a bowler. It's one of his main jobs. And he didn't start the best, but now he's had a break, refreshed, and come back strong. Got 2 new batsmen in, and I'll definitely give him another over here.
Yeah, so they're going to with Talyard. It looks like they are going for Talyard. It's just going to be very interesting to see if Talyard is going to be able to control this ball. It's like a soap. It's a crucial moment in the game here. Can Quinton Talyard finish the inning strongly here for the Auckland Warriors?
He's looking calm and composed, setting his field. Big job on his hands here if he can bowl the 16th and 18th for 12 runs. Be a superb result.
I would like to see the bowler coming in like this with a clear thought plan. He showing the right body. Good start. That's good fielding. A good start here from Quinton Talyard.
He likes to bowl full. He told me earlier on. He's just a bit wayward in his earlier spell. So if he can keep his line right.
He's coming off a shortened run up. I don't think he's trying to bowl as quickly as he did in his first spell. And he's got him! So they've gone back to Talyard.
No, I think umpire says going down leg.
Oh.
He did raise his arm a bit.
Okay, the commentator's confused up here. Apologise for that. I think he was signaling going down leg, wasn't he, Bjorn?
Yeah,
so watch the replay. I think that is going down leg, but his finger came up there. So I apologise to the viewers at home. But a dot ball nonetheless. Leg by.
It's gold dust. This is good stuff here from Talyard.
So leg bars don't go against the bowler's figures. But I don't think Talyard will be too worried about his own figures. It's a team game.
2 balls to come. Just 4th the over so far. That's well bowled. Great fielding.
Good sportsmanship. Good to see. I think Talyard had a word with Patel. Patel looked at him, and then I think Talyard gave him a smile, and he got a smile back.
It's a slow ball, and he's gone down the leg side.
Stories there, though.
Oof. Could have been criminal, though. I think he should have stuck to the game plan. But he's got away with it there. It's a great over from Quinton Talyard and a great comeback. 142 for 3 after 17. That's what the team needed there.
I think
we're not sure who to bowl, and he's done a job.
I think a lot of credit must go there. But what I've been hearing from the bowlers, how hard it is to bowl in this last game of the day with the dew. You're basically bowling with a bar of soap. So that's actually a very, very good comeback over from Quinton Talyard. And suddenly, keeping them below 170 is a strong possibility.
Result for Auckland Warriors at one stage. We were saying that they would be the Army Lions would be targeting 180. So if they can keep them under 170, that's a great result. Run rate now is 8.3. Jared Hards comes back onto ball as 4th.
I think he has been the pick of the bowlers. I just feel he maybe should have come back a little bit earlier.
He's bowled him. He's bowled him.
What a spell this is from Jared Hards. So he's definitely been the go-to man here. Felt that maybe he held him back a bit late here, but his captain's been vindicated here, Bjorn.
Great delivery. Rushed the batsman again. He's been rushing the batsman all evening and played all around it. Disappointing celebration from Teeth there. Batter should have been looking to, Rajesh should have been trying to hit that straight down the ground, I think.
Just nip back slightly.
That's a good ball.
So, Auckland Warriors, they got a great team spirit beyond, and that's very evident to see out there. They don't get on each other's backs. They stay positive, and it's working for them. They're well in this game, yeah. It's a tough first fixture for them yesterday against Delhi Lions. Rain about. There were moments in that game that they were very, very competitive. In the end, they just weren't able to get enough runs on the board, but they came out blazing. First 2 overs at 24 for no loss. Fell away after that. Jared Hards to continue here.
That's for balls.
Yeah, have a shot, have a shot. No.
Liam Berry's actually quite quick for a big man there.
Oh, it was good teamwork there. Threw it to Stories. Stories did the grunt work. So 144 for 4. Raj Veer Chauhan's the new man in.
So Jared Hards left out for the first game, comes into the second game, and he's making a huge impact here for his team.
Probably the missing link in their last game.
Oh, and good keeping from Berry here. Just making sure the cameras caught that as well there, to be honest.
Telling the batsman not to lift his leg there. Otherwise he's a goner.
So what a spell this is from Hards. He's picked up one in this over already.
Yeah.
And another one! So the Warriors doing the business at the back end of this innings here.
It's all coming apart at the seams for Bharat Army Lions here. Steady the ship. So it's coming thick and fast here.
And that brings is that the retired batsman coming back in now, Bjorn? Well, not just yet. That's 5 down. Is that 5 down?
It's 5 or 6. Just waiting for the scores to update here. So you watch that brilliant delivery there. So it's 5 down. As far as I can see. Dixit is the new batsman in.
Hey, lefty. Jared, Nicky.
Wicket to wicket.
Can't ask much more of your bowlers than that.
So what a spell this is from Hards. 2 for 19 from his 19 deliveries, so 1 a ball.
Almost guarantee you this one's going to be on the wicket to wicket again.
You could probably go and touch Eddie.
At this stage of the innings, do you want to wicket here and get the retired batsman in?
Oh!
It's just 1, so it should just be 1. So it's one of those ones here, Bjorn. You've got the retired batsman Patan in the hat, and 2 overs to go.
I think you always take wickets when you can. He's had a rest. Feels like he's done his job. Sometimes he comes off, sometimes they don't, but it's always harder coming in after you've had a break.
Yeah, I like to go that route as well. It's a positive way. You've got to be thinking we can bowl them out here. I don't think you worry too much about the retired batsman coming in. You've got to back your bowlers, and so guys, we actually got an opportunity to bowl them out for under 155, and that would be some turnaround from where it was a few moments ago. Beyond it was looking like Bharat Army were on track for 170, 180.
That's a great fight back here from the Auckland Warriors, living up to their name.
But the Bharat Army Lions have been a great addition to this tournament. You can see how much they're enjoying it, the camaraderie there.
A bit of banter going out there between the players. It's good to see. Now Biltong's coming back on for his 4th year. Helped set up those wickets there for Jared. I think built some pressure in his over before. He's to carry on where he left off.
Very good from Talad here. Not easy with this soap of a ball out there. He's put it in his pocket. Good thinking. I think the towel.
As long as there's no sandpaper in there.
Now there might be an investigation after the match there. Might have to have a look at that one, Bjorn.
Ball again. In the block hole. He's done well to going for 2. Very close there.
And it's all happening now. It's that stage of the game. They're probably going to turn for 4 and they're going to get a run out. So I think that's a case of you've got the retired batsman there. And will that count against them here, Bjorn? This is where, if I was the captain, I'd get them around and say, guys, listen, they wanted to get Patan in here, but we got an opportunity to get him out very quickly here, and then suddenly...
A good pick up from Herbert. And the keeper should have held on to this. I don't know why he's thrown it there. So they've run the one and then they've run another.
Look how wet that is, Bjorn. That's almost an indoor. I think he has played a good level of indoor cricket, but that's an indoor cricket throw there.
Biltong again, 12 yard.
So who would be the happy of the two teams with that sequence of events? Bjorn, I think they ended up getting 3 with the wicket.
Runs on the board. I think either side are too unhappy with what's happened here. Just working out who's on strike.
Yeah, so even though it's a run out, they get 3 runs. They ran 3. It's actually turning for the 4th when he was run out. So that moves the score to 149. Time will tell if that's worked out well for Bharat Army Lions. Patan, he's outstanding, 51 from 30, and they really hoping that he can continue from where he left off. But if they can prize another wicket here, suddenly they might not even get 150, Bjorn.
Tell you it's going to be gunning for that off stump. This is going to be full and straight here. He's going for the Yorker. Small bowled.
Oh, and now so it's all happening here.
Now they've turned down the run. Interesting stuff there from Patan there. I think that was an easy run. They should have taken it.
I think he's thinking, I'm the man that's got to do all the hitting here.
Only 2 to come though.
But I agree with you, Ben. I still think they should have taken the run. There's still 8 deliveries left, 7 deliveries in the innings. A run a ball gets you to 156. 2 a ball gets you 163. They don't want to get bowled out yet.
Small bowled.
He's almost playing in a last man stand situation here when he's got another man on the other end. I don't think that's the right play, Bjorn. Now it's the last ball of the over, so does he go for the single or the boundary?
It'll be interesting to see the fields of Auckland Warriors. I think they're going to be quite happy with a single here or a wicket. Going to have to hassle here. They're going for 2.
No, I think he's happy just to retain the strike. So that's a good comeback from Talyard. He went for 20 from his first 2 and he's finished up with 29 from his 4. So that's outstanding comeback in tough conditions.
Small bowled. It's good BMT there. Held his nerve. 1 over to go. Scores 150 for 6. Patan and Dixon at the crease.
Who's going to bowl the last over there? Is Liam Berry going to entrust himself with the last over?
Surely Liam Berry.
So Story's got the gloves back on. So back to how they started, with Story behind the stumps and Berry with ball in hand.
Are we going to see one more celebration here?
I think whatever happens, we're in for a great second half of this game here, Beyond. Both teams are in this game. It's just who's going to take the momentum with them into the second half here.
Some final adjustments to the field. Oh, a bit of a loosener there from Teeth. You're ready to go.
That's well bowled, well bowled. There could be a run out coming here. Field's come around. That's great fielding out there. That would have been out if he would turn for 2. So outstanding out there from the mid-wicket fielder. And they've kept it down just to 1. And that also means that Pathan's off strike here, Beyond. So got to be interested to see if they try and run a bite to the keeper if Dixit misses this.
They should be looking for that.
I think
Mancade could be on here.
Barry might just need to give him a warning.
It's in the air, could be out.
Just the 1, so
It's good batting there by Preet Dixit.
looks handy enough play himself there, Ben. I don't think they need to worry about him being off strike.
That's why it's crazy not to take that bye that they had the opportunity for earlier. It's in the air.
They're coming to.
It's good running. It's not there.
It's good bowling from Berry here as well. Oh, and it's a free hit.
Can't believe it. He's asking to umpire to double check. He's saying, oh, I've got a size 14 foot here. I'm sure some of it was behind the line.
So Berry's going to be, I'm sure he's going to be watching the replay. He's going to be going back onto the YouTube later and just checking if he's got that wrong.
So, difficult ball here for Liam Berry. It's a free hit.
I think it's a free hit at any stage. Just more the fact that he's had to give away a no ball beyond that's going to really irritate Liam. Smart bowl into the wicket. Throw comes into the keeper.
Not the best throw.
That's brilliant work from Story though. Unbelievable commitment there.
Two balls to go. Tans on 58. Scores 157. Liam Berry's looking for another celebration here. It's gone high.
Field's come around. This is probably going to be 2 more.
Oh! My word, it's going to be 4 over
Just needed to keep. No, he just needed to keep his composure there. The fielder beyond, and that would have been out.
Oh my word.
And that gets Pathan back on strike. So outstanding work from Talad initially, but the throw just let him down.
I think the shot was because of the heavy ball, and then the throw possibly also because of the wet ball. 159.
Last ball. So could they come back to haunt them there? Can Pathan make them play? He's back on strike, and that's not what the Warriors wanted.
Oh, it's a great shot. It's going to be 4. It's a bat. Oh, it's great fielding in the deep.
Brilliant fielding.
Well done by Sparky. Warren Herbert. His body on the line for this team all evening. So it's a good result there for Auckland Warriors. I think they would have taken that 161, target 162 to win.
We did say beyond that 160 at the start of the innings was passed, so I think both teams will feel they're in the game, and this is well set up to be a cracking game here, Beyond. I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be looking forward to joining you for the second half of this run chase.
We have to choose. Oh, okay. So that way, कहाँ से डालना है? અહીંયા સ્ટાર્ટ કરો. બેન તો બંને ઉપર યાર આનું પેલું મોટું. ના મને તો ઓલું આ નાનું ના હોય પેલું નાનું છે. એ નાનું. તમને જેમ ઢીલા અહીંયા ચાલુ કરો. નાઈસ થ્રો. શુક્રિયા. જવું ને ભાઈ. શુક્રિયા. હે જવું ને. હા. Flew किया I couldn't do it again. Oh my god. फिर से करना होगा नहीं लगता था. Even if you did it for the first time it was. Yeah, thanks bro. रेयन तो मिड विकेट जेतो. राजू ने स्क्वायर लेग जेतो. मिड विकेट जा रहा भाई. भाजी. थर्ड मैन जेतो. थर्ड मैन प्रीत को रखना है या स्क्वायर लेग प्रीत को रखना है? सारे पीट मारने. दादा. इधर डाल रहे हो. राजवीर तू थर्ड मैन जेतो रे आने तैयार કરી દે આપણે. અહીંયા વધારે બોલ આવશે. અંદરથી થોડું જોઈ લઉં ફટાફટ દોડીને જતા રહો એટલે મારે ફિલ્ડ એકવાર જોવી છે એટલે બધા દોડીને જતા રહેજો હું ત્યાં આવું છું સામે રાઈટ આ મીડિયમ થોડો આમ આવજો હા કવર ડ્રાઈવ ખાલી રખના કવર ડ્રાઈવ ખાલી રખના બાકી રે થોડો Mac, can you just mark up center? થોડો રૈયાન આ બાજુ આવજે રાફેદ Mac, can you just get center for me bro? થોડો આ કોન પર જતો રે ખાલી સેન્ટર Okay. Middle. 1 minute. Neck. Do it again, bro. You said do it again. He didn't get it right. Middle. Slide.
And welcome back to the start of the second innings. It's the last game of the evening. Auckland Warriors up against Bharat Army Lions. They need 162 to win. Not an easy target to chase down. Need a few partnerships. Need to bat sensibly. But it's definitely doable. I think both sides. It's been even Stevens the whole way through. He said 160 is a pass score. And it's Nickel Dalian opening up with Eddie Dadwell. Strays down the leg. It's going to be 4 runs to start the innings. So Moho Tandani, strained down leg with his first delivery. I want to correct that here. He's charging in. He's also fired up. That's a good shout. Not a bad shot. I think it might have been sliding down leg. Maybe clipping leg stump. It's a good shout. And the umpires have been rock steady all evening, all day. Let's have another look. Just drifting down leg. He rolled his wrist, but he just didn't quite straighten as much as he wanted. He's getting good in drift. There's Moho Tandani. Like the look of him. Wouldn't like to face him.
Lefty.
Eddie Dardwell's had his cap on backwards all evening, while he's been fielding, while he's been bowling, and now while he's batting. Five without loss, 2 balls to come in the first over.
Sorry.
Another single there to the total from Eddie Dudwell, rotating the strike nicely. He's got a good swagger about him, does Eddie Dudwell. In fact, the whole Auckland Warriors have a bit of a swagger about them. Comes down the crease, and that is not what Nick Kilgallion wanted there. Let's have another look at this replay. Dances down the track, ball's kept a bit low. He's just played all around it. Oh, it's a good ball. He's rolled his wrists. He's disappointed. Should have played straighter there. He's holding the ball cross seam. He's got the variation. That cross seam ball is very underrated here in these Indian conditions. It's well bowled. He gets the early breakthrough. 6 for 1 after 1.
Just good local knowledge there, Bjorn. Just getting that one to stay down. But as you say, cross seams, so you make your own luck. The new batsman is Kane Story. He's done a bit of everything today. He's had the gloves. He's bowled a bit of spin. Now he's come out to bat. Love those gloves.
A bit nervous there. He's seen him bat down in Cape Town. He's a good striker of the ball.
So Bjorn, what a great addition the Bharat Army are. As we see Rajiv Chauhan into attack. Bharat Army, just been speaking to Chetan, who represents the organisation. So we see this one just played into the onside. That should just be 1. Story running hard. It's a good run in between the wickets. It's 2.
There by Bharat Army.
And yeah, the Bharat Army, they've got a big following.
How big, Wayno?
They've got a contract with the RCC, so they get involved in all the RCC events, and they sell tour packages to Indian supporters all over the world, England, USA, within India. They've got offices in Gujarat.
20 runs here on offer for the batters. Rajiv Chauhan's just straying down the leg there. Disappointed with himself.
Now they're a passionate cricket organisation. They share some synergies with Last Man Stand, so
Fantastic to have them here. Their players have been great sportsmen throughout, always having good chats with the opposition players, getting involved in the festivities of this cricket tournament.
again, it's just skillful bowling there, Bjorn. That ball just died on the batsman, but it's, again, he's just held that cross seam. The pocket's now been used as a drying facility. That's a great shot from Dudwell.
Timed that so sweetly. A little bit too full from the bowler. Rajbir. Have a look at the side on angle of it.
Classic cover drive there.
Pulled back his length there, just the one.
So Dadwell's got a lot of energy beyond. He runs between the wickets hard. He was an outstanding fielder. He had a direct hit earlier on, so he'll be looking to I think try and get to his 50 and give them someone in the hat.
He's on 11 from 7, so 39 to go. I was just saying earlier, he's got a good swagger about him. He's a very confident player. Score 16 for 1 after 2. Not a bad start from Auckland Warriors. Story's retiring. He's hurt himself.
I think he's maybe just...
He's calling for... The Auckland Warriors aren't sure what's happening there. They're going to find out.
Looks like he needs some magic spray, Beyond.
You need Nishan Kishore to get the magic spray out. Joburg Jets have got a solid first aid and physio on hand.
So it's not nice to see a batsman having to depart through an injury. Hopefully Story is going to be alright for the rest of this tournament. Long way to fly to from New Zealand to India, so I hope that's not the end of his tournament.
Good to see the umpire, the batters and the fielders all sharing a little joke there. Seems to be in good humour. This could be another 90-minute innings here. So Kane Story's retired. New batsman in is Manny Seidel.
So that's been an unfortunate delay, but action's about to commence here.
Interesting to see the guard of 80 standing on off stump there. It's a lovely shot again. He's looked really good. That's going to be a boundary. It's going over the ropes.
Superb from Dadwell. The fielder comes around, but Dadwell looks like a dangerous player here. Just look at the weight going through that delivery.
It's a good effort by the fielder in the deep there. Just no luck there. I think it's the dew coming into play again. It's just bounced out of his hands.
I think as the innings goes on, it's going to become a bigger and bigger factor here. Just clipped up his legs, just the one. But another good start here from Auckland Warriors. They did this against the Delhi Lions. So Manny Seidel, he bowled well earlier with his little tweakers.
Good running.
So Tadani just gets the ball to shape a bit to the right-hander, away from the bat.
Useful bowler. He's been hitting good areas.
We know he comes with a good reputation, Beyond.
past the wide line after the batsman, but might have just been the angle.
This game's been evenly poised the whole innings from the first ball, Bjorn. It's hard to pick a winner here.
Oh, that's a superb delivery there. That's just gone away from the left-hander. It's an absolute peach.
This is skillful bowling, Bjorn, because he's bowled away swing to the right-hander, and now he's done that to the left-hander. So he's able to swing it both ways.
See this one come back to the lefty here. It's away again. It's well played by 80.
So after 3 overs gone, the run rate required is still 8 and over. They need 8 and over. They're going at 8 and over. Auckland Warriors are potentially 2 wickets down. We saw Story having to limp back to the dugout, so we don't know if he's going to be able to bat again.
He was looking very ginger. A bit of concern about him at the moment. Our new bowler is Rayan Patel.
I think if Auckland Warriors are going to get over the line, Dadwell is going to have to do a lot of the scoring. I think minimum 50 from him.
Got some big hitters to come in, Liam Berry and Vaughan Herbert. But if 80 can get into the hut, 50 off 35 or less, gold dust for the Auckland Warriors. I like that run up.
Yeah, you're right, Bjorn. They do have big hitters, but I don't think you want them to come in with this much work to do. You want them to come in with maybe about 70, 80, 90 to go max. You don't want, there's still 120, 137 runs to go, so you want your power players to be able to come in with the target a bit more in sight.
Come down the track there. Seidel, it's a good shot there. Well watched. A conventional field here from Bharat Army, just long on, long off. Extra cover. Third man, backward square leg. Quite a straight mid-wicket. Other than that, it's pretty regulation stuff here. Everyone's on the boundary. Might want to bring the mid-wicket in a bit. It's a long boundary. Come down the wicket again.
What a shot that is, Bjorn. That's the shot of the day, I think. 6 over extra cover. We've seen some great shots today, Bjorn, but that's got to be right up there.
Let's have another look at this. Jeez, that's raced off the bat there. I don't think I've seen someone hit the ball sweeter today than Eddie has. Everything's coming straight off the middle.
Just pinging off the bat, isn't it, Bjorn? And that's well bowled. Good comeback from the bowlers. So this is a great contest here.
It's good batting. It's a good ball. He's managed to get 2 from it.
It's great awareness from Dadwell. I don't think Seidel initially realised this too, but Dadwell was willing him on.
27 from 15, 80. Keep on going. He's not playing any risky shots. Everything's calculated at the moment, which I like to see.
Some danger here with Patel, though, just getting it to drift in.
It's in the gap. Field is covered well, though. Good call.
And they're making the fielders throw the ball in here, Bjorn. And you can see the keeper and the bowler, whenever it comes in, they're watching it very closely. And more times than not, there's a fumble.
Especially with the dew there, it's always worth making them throw it in, testing them, keeping them on their toes, keeping them honest.
And also, the more they have to throw the ball in, the wetter it gets, Bjorn. On the other hand, Bharat Army will be looking to keep that ball as dry as possible. They'll be saying, guys, please throw the ball, keep it up in there. We don't want it running across the ground.
Chauhan had a good over previously. He's back onto ball.
So Dadwell, you can see he's looking a bit tired there. There have been a few twos. He's always putting the pressure on the bowler there. I don't really think he thought there's two, but he's maybe trying to get the bowler to throw the ball in.
Balled. Tough ball.
Just needed to get any bat on that side all.
That's pretty wide. So if he gets anything fine there, it's just going to race away like it has done all day.
Can't afford to give width here.
Here we go. It's gone to the fielder though. Not fine enough. That's where the Bharat Army Lions were so good. Got a deft touch on it. Played it a bit later.
Yeah, that's a key beyond. I think they just played it a little bit later. But that takes a lot of practice, and I know that the Bharat Army, these guys play a lot of cricket.
Yeah. One ball to come. Oh, he's got that in the gap. They're looking for two. Should be two. Fantastic batting and fantastic running between the wickets between Siddle and Dadwal.
Beyond early on, we saw Abbas Patan from Bharat Army Lions, the left-hander. He played a vital knock that got them to that score, and Dadwal is certainly matching that. The two left-handers from both teams, elegant players that play within themselves. Dadwell seems to have a little bit more firepower perhaps than Patan, but Patan was so skillful beyond just manoeuvring the ball into the gaps all the time and making the big men from Auckland having to work hard in the outfield.
Certainly went under the radar with his 50 there. Whereas here, I think Bharat Army know that Eddie Dadwal's a danger man. Probably scoring at the same strike rate though. So, new bowler Smith Patel.
The great shot from Sardell. Pierces the gap between mid-off and extra cover. Hitting against the spin, inside out, and that's a high-class shot. He's just giving himself room there, Bjorn.
Giving himself room, used his feet, got to the pitch of the ball. It's a fantastic shot. It's his first boundary of the day. It's on 7 from 5. Got that one fine. This one could go all the way. Fielder's making good yards though.
Throw comes in, but that's great batting from Sardell. So respecting the good ball. We talked about playing it late under the eyes. He did that on that occasion. Beyonce follows up the cover drive with the deft touch behind square.
It's good batting. So 3 balls to face here. Needs to keep going. Keep batting sensibly. Short.
And Smith Patel looks like a real character, Beyond. I saw him at the break trying to get permission from the umpires to see if he can wear that warm outfit underneath his shirt, and I've never seen someone so happy when he got the yes.
Oh,
The fielder, I don't think it would have made a difference, but the fielder came in. He wasn't quite on the boundary, but what a shot from Sardell.
finally lifted up another gear. We're seeing it nicely now. Doesn't look as quite as elegant as 80, but he's hitting it just as sweetly through the covers there. Look at that.
That's not an easy shot, Bjorn. It's a great hit, that. And that's just what Dadwell needed. That takes all the pressure off Dadwell here, Bjorn.
Oh man, he's now 15 from 8. Oh, it's well played. It's good cricket from Seidel.
That's great batting again. There could be 2. Oh, no, you don't want to run out.
Yes, no, wait, yes, no.
He turned blind there, Seidel. So I think if he had touched and go with his bat in his left hand, he probably would have been able to take 2.
Would have been close with a direct hit. It's always the gamble. So 54 for 1 after 6. Our Auckland Warriors finally ahead in the game for once. Bueno, what do you think?
The run rate suggests that, but the feel of the match suggests this is still anyone's game. So 108 from 70. Keep an eye on the gap between runs and balls. It's coming down.
Required run rate's just 7. They're going at 9. So they're ahead of the run rate here.
But the thing with last man stands is there's always twists and turns beyond Dadwell. One way or the other, it's not going to be there at the 11th over. He'll be either retired or be out. So we know that there's still lots of twists and turns here.
So good about the format. Everyone's got to contribute. It's a team game.
Well, I think he probably could have got there, but he wasn't quite sure how far away it got from the keeper. So errs on the side of caution, the Dadwell.
And Seidel was planted in the crease there. Good arm from the keeper, which seldom happens. Could have been in trouble at the far end. He's come down the track again. It's well fielded there by Ryan Patel.
And keep an eye on that run rate beyond. It started the over at 7, now 2 dots, and you just see the run rate will start building back up here. Now the pressure's coming onto Sardell.
Oh, stamped.
And you just felt that it's coming, Bjorn. You just felt it was coming.
Yeah, it's you called it early there, Wayno. 2-dot balls, built the pressure and succumbed eventually. It's well bowled though by Ryan Patel, and tidy work behind the stumps. Dot balls are amazing things. There was absolutely no pressure on the batters, but they felt it as well, the dot balls there.
Yeah, Sardell will be kicking himself because he's just had a great previous over. And he'll just be thinking, if I'd only managed to get a 1 off one of those first 2 deliveries, I could have taken the pressure off myself and given the strike back to Dadwell. But still a valuable knock there, and it deserves a round of applause from his teammates.
Healthy contribution there. Kept the run rate going. Good momentum, good partnership for 80. Ran hard. 80's on 33 from 19. Looks like the new batsman in is Vaughan Herbert. Might see. Have to wait for the umpires to load him. So 108 of 67 balls. So 2 balls to come in this over, and the new batsman in is Vaughan Herbert. That's correct. My eyes aren't failing me yet. He batted superbly yesterday. When he went out, the wheels came off.
So I think he's taken off middle and leg stump guard there.
Grants was not happy with that gardening going on there.
The wicket's so hard beyond, it's so hard to make a mark on the crease out there. That's out.
Very close.
I don't think Vaughan Herbert can have much complaint about the finger going up. I think he's probably just been surprised by the ball skidding on there.
Got to get forward. Got to get forward in this game of cricket here in India, subcontinent. Let's have another look at it. He's stone dead. He maybe thinks he's outside the line there. It's well after the ball struck him.
I think initially when it hits the pad, you're more disappointment more than anything. But the game's turned on its head here with a double blow. And just suddenly 54 from 6 overs for 1 is turning into 54 for 3. And we still haven't had any more runs off the over. And that brings the big man Liam Berry to the crease. And beyond... we saw the great celebration from Berry when he took a wicket, but there's always the danger of doing that when you bowl in first. If he gets out on a hat-trick here, the celebration could be a little bit bigger than what Berry showed us earlier. So a little bit of pressure within the match situation here.
All this while, Eddie Dadwell's at the wrong end of the crease. Changed the field much. Not going for the hat-trick here. Sometimes that's the better option, just bowl it straight. Big wide stance from Berry. Woohoo, it's a good delivery. Sharp keeping behind the stumps as well. Very neat.
A maiden double wicket beyond that doesn't happen often.
Superb second over there. He went for 11 in his first. Picked up 2 wickets without any runs in the second.
Well, now there's huge pressure on Dadwell. It's all on him, I think, now, Bjorn. At least for the next 3 or 4 overs. Berry just needs to play himself in. Dadwell doesn't need to panic here. He needs just to carry on batting. The start of that over, it was 54 for 1 of the 6 overs. That old adage, if you add 2 wickets to the score, it's a completely different game, and it does feel it now, Bjorn.
Shot by 80.
And Liam Berry is quick between the wickets for a big man. It's high class batting again from Dadwell. Ball kept down. He stayed down on it as well and just nudged it into the leg side and ran hard. So he's made a 2 out of nothing there.
Confident stuff from 80. Dancing down the track there and just pushing it past the bowler.
And he realises the value of his wicket now, Bjorn, and he's just playing within himself. He's gone from 4th gear back down to 3rd gear. Liam Berry likes to hit the ball, but as we see there, I was about to say, I was going to say he needs to just occupy the crease, although he likes to hit it, but it looks like he's going to play his own way here, Bjorn.
He's only got one way to play, Wayne. It's a fantastic shot.
And again, I think that is what Dadwell will prefer, that. It keeps it simple for Dadwell.
It's gone again. That's the highlights.
If Herbert chews up dot balls, then it really will put pressure on Dadwell. So, good start here from Herbert. He's got the boundary of the over. I don't think he needs to do anything silly here.
It's got a little bit of bat on that.
I think there's maybe just sliding down leg. So good comeback here. Great battle this. Gone straight again. What a great shot from Berry. 2 in the over. He's a big man and no place to hit better to hit it than straight down the ground.
Kept his head nice and still there. This is an intriguing match here. It's ebbed and flowed.
So the run rate required is bang on 8. They're currently going at 8, so no team giving in an inch, just as one team looks like they're getting on top. The other team throws a counter punch.
So Berry 8 from 4. Sidewall 36 from 21. Nice and positive there at the crease. 97 off 60 balls. It's very gettable. Need to get 80 Dadwell in the hut, retired. It'll be goal number 1, I think, for Auckland Warriors. And I think the Bharat Army Lions are thinking they can get him out. They've got 1 foot over the line here. Preet sticks it coming on to bowl its first over.
So it's 20-6 in the morning in New Zealand. I'm sure there will be families tuning in for this game and getting their morning coffee, maybe on their way to work. Oh, and there's a stump in, sharp work by the keeper, and that's a big moment in the game.
Yeah, that's massive moments in the game and huge step forward for Bharat Army Lions towards victory in this match. It's the big fish that they needed to get out, and he's just missed it there. It's well bowled. It's sharp. Glove work behind the stumps. It's just come down the wrong line there.
Yeah,
Lacks in concentration, I think.
Dixon just firing that one. He saw him coming. He just fired it full and wide. They've got a good attack here, Beyond. They've got lots of different options with the ball here. 2 quickies up front and then lots of variety in their spin department.
Difficult team to bat against.
And the Kane Story, who was injured early on, is limping back to the crease, and you feel now it's going to be all about boundaries. Beyond, I don't think they're going to be looking to obviously run 2s with the injury of Kane Story, so I think it's going to be all or nothing for the next few overs here, Beyond.
No, he doesn't look good. He's looking very ginger there. He's going to have to take a few anti-inflammatories tonight. We get on the physio's table tomorrow. Just don't want to see him do any more damage to it.
Yeah.
That's the only problem when you come in at this stage.
They'll still believe they're in the game though, Beyond. Run rate, not a problem, but it's the wickets column that... This Dixon looks like he's going to be a tricky customer here, Beyond. Well played from Story. But you're not going to see too many twos now, so
It's going to be difficult for him to lunge for the ball, to get to the pitch of it.
and Liam Berry just got to pick the right delivery and the right bowler. I feel it's going to be difficult for Berry to get under Dixit here.
Anything in his half he's going to go for.
Just feel you should have a look at least one here. Dixit's a wily customer. He's firing them in here.
He's definitely not going to have a look.
I think he's got to give it some respect here, Bjorn. Oh, and it looks like Dixit's nervous to bowl to Herbert.
It's a big chase, a teaser. Oh, it's a collision.
I think that was
Gone. Interesting shot there from Berry.
Oh, I think that the ball was there to be hit beyond his outside leg stump, but it just shows that the bowler's feeling pressure as well. He looked very comfortable to Story, but suddenly Big Berry's on strike, and he knows Berry's going to come at him, and for the first time he missed his spot. I still feel this is a dangerous batsman for bowler for Berry to go after.
Oh. Just missed that one. That's better.
He's played a few good practice swings there, Beyond.
So, it's the end of the 9, 69 for 4. Ian Berry's on 11 off 6. Bottom at the creases. Kane Story, who's looking extremely ginger. Bit of a worry for Auckland Warriors. I think he'll be sitting out in the next game. Pete Dixit, what an over there. 1 off for 4. So, momentum definitely back with Bharat Army Lions.
Yeah, it's just feeling like a long, long way away now. There's 93 runs.
Something special needs to happen. Could
Right.
Berry be the man?
Runs on the board in games like this always is handy, Beyond. Even at 54 for 1, it felt like Auckland Warriors were on top, but good shot from Story. Just took 1 wicket and the game turned on its head, and it all rests on Liam Berry's shoulders, and he's got some big shoulders on him here, Bjorn, and I think he's going to fancy Patan here. He's going to be looking to target him here. It's gone.
No.
Oh, the field's coming around. Just the one.
He's got to take a few risks there, so I don't mind that.
I think you can see he feels frustrated. He feels like he's missed out there.
He needs to try and hit straighter like he did the previous overs. That's short.
So I think, and that's a disadvantage with the injury from Story.
Yeah, I think it would have been a little unfair to run there after Liam Berry just nudged the bowler out the way. Story on strike. That's a great shot there. He's picked out the fielder though.
And he's handicapped out there, Story, so not just the running between the wickets, but also the footwork beyond. So it's not going to be easy for him. But maybe we can take a leaf out of Maxwell's book in the World Cup, that 200.
I think Maxwell's faking that one now.
So Liam Berry, he's already attempted to clear the long on boundary unsuccessfully. Again, just this time short of the middle fielder.
They're pushing it a little bit wider to Berry now. He likes it full and straight. Changing the angles to him.
Just wonder how much of a factor the ball maybe getting a bit heavier now, Bjorn? Is it maybe possibly a bit harder to strike it as cleanly as a lighter ball?
Yeah, I think that is the case. You've really got to hit it straight in the middle, whereas the lighter ball can get away with it a bit higher and a bit lower on the bat. Obviously, when you do hit it in the middle, it goes a bit further, but it's harder to do. So, 89 from 50 balls. Run rate's dropped to 7.3, and the required run rate's gone up to 8.9. So, difficult times here for Auckland Warriors.
But while the big man Liam Berry's there, there'll still be some hope. And Bjorn, Liam Berry doesn't strike me as the type of guy that feels like they're in a losing cause here. He'll back himself right till the end.
He's not cleaning the pitch for anything there, Wayno. There's a few little loose bits of gravel that have come out there through the day's play. Just giving it a little bit of a sweep.
It's a Pilates exercise. I'm not quite sure. He's working those groins there. So there's always something happening when Liam Berry's involved. Fun character.
Where's the umpire gone? He's back. And Liam's looking to take guard here.
And he's even got the keeper chuckling there. So they keep rotating the bowlers. They've gone back to Alsace Patan. The turn of the innings here.
Hold him. That's a big wicket.
It's just skillful bowling. He knows Berry's looking to hit him straight, so he drags his length back. And it's not easy to hit it straight from that length. So Berry goes across the line, and as soon as you go across the line on this wicket, you do so at your peril.
It's all bowled. Again, you have to say Berry looked much more dangerous going straight there in this innings.
But I think it was not easy to hit that ball straight for six, was it, Bjorn? Because it's just almost halfway down the wicket. So it's just good bowling and good game awareness there from the left-arm spinner.
Jared's coming in to bat here. Bowled well. He's going to have to do something now with the bat. Rests on his shoulders. So 4 down now.
So as we
So very gentle welcome to the crease there by Alsace Patan.
I'm just going to update you on some of the league tables in between deliveries here. So in Group A, Delhi Lions are top of the group with 20 points. Very healthy
No surprise there.
net run rate of 3. This is a Group A match. Looks like Bharat Army will be 2 from 2 as well. The game's not over, but it feels like a very tough ask here for the Warriors. So I think Bharat Army will end up on 18 or 20 points after this game. And then Perth Power and Auckland Warriors will be propping up the foot of the table. As we watch Patan continue. Respect shown by by Story. And then in Group B, that's looking interesting. Vasab Volcanoes are top of the log, but they've played 2, and they've got 12 points. But the Jaipur Dolphins, they're looking strong. Net run rate of 5.6 beyond. So they're on second place, but courtesy of a game in hand. And then Mahali Knights, they're on 7 points. They've with a win earlier on today over Versailles. The new bowler is Alsace. And then in Group C, Punjab Tigers are looking incredibly strong, but they were pushed well today by MC Crew Ahmedabad. But they 2 from 2, 18 points. MC Crew Ahmedabad in second place on 14, and Brisbane Burners on 10. So that's going to be a great game tomorrow or on Wednesday between MC Crew Ahmedabad and Brisbane Burners to see who finishes second in that group. It looks like Punjab Tigers are going to top that group. Can Story find a boundary?
Across for one.
And Group D, Dakar Thunder. They come into this tournament with a strong reputation. They're looking good for their 10 points at the top of the table. Gurgaon Incredibles had a great win over Katiwada Cat Kings earlier today, and they're in second spot. Oh, almost caught and bowled.
Chance there. That's a big win there for Comcredible.
Yeah, very big win. It was Katiwada Cat Kings got to semi-finals last year. So well done to Armin and his team for getting off their campaign to a winning start. And then the other group that's well played, Bahad's Stories. So Story's really struggling there, but he's managed to get through for 2. And then in Group E,
Stories taking one for the team here.
and then Group E, Road Panthers. They've played one, lost one, 1-1. So played 2, 1-1, lost one. They're on 12 points. Joburg Jets got their campaign off to a winning start today over the Cheshire Cats. And the Chandigarh Shawkins, they've played 1 and 1-1. They've beaten the Road Panthers. So that group is wide open beyond all 4 teams. Still with the chance of technically qualifying for the latter stage of this tournament. So that's going to be a really good group to keep an eye on.
Who's your tournament favourite so far, Wayno?
That's very hard to call. Punjab Tigers are looking very strong. Dakar Thunder are looking strong. Jaipur Dolphins are looking very strong. Delhi Lions are the reigning champions. So I was pressed I'd go for one of those 4.
Well done. It's well bowled. This is quality stuff from the Bharat Army Lions.
And don't write out the Bharat Army Lions either, beyond they definitely in there with the shout. They've got a good bowling lineup. They've got a lot of technically wrecked batsmen.
Can cause definitely a few upsets.
They've got the attack to threaten any team.
Go about it very differently from some of the other sides that we've seen.
So it's all falling away for the Auckland Warriors. They've been in this match. They've been contributed to a great game of cricket. At the moment, it feels like it's one-sided, but the scorecard doesn't really tell the full story. For most of this match, it's felt like either team could win it, Bjorn.
Yeah, it's been even for about 28 overs. That's 2 quick wickets. Changed the game.
And that just shows the value of Patan's knock there. Beyond, if he had got out early for the Bharat Army, they might have not got to 160. They might have ended up with a score of 120, 130, which meant so the likes of Dadswell could have batted in within himself, but he had to keep the scoreboard moving. 8 and over is a big ask.
We're doing it with a plum early on. The wheels just came off for Auckland Warriors.
So Kane's story on a half a leg out there. He's carrying an injury, but he's going to fight to the end. It'll be lovely to see him hit a boundary or two here, Beyond.
There we go. Cleanly, but he's battling. He really
That's not nice to see, but he's
soldiering on.
Quinton Talliard, big wide stance.
It's a brave stop with his toe.
He can certainly bat, Quinton Talliard. He's number 8, but he's so far looking like he's dangerous for number 8. And Story sends him back.
Played a lot of cricket in his time. So 81 for 6 after 13. 81 off 35 balls required now. Something special has to happen for Auckland Warriors. They look done and dusted. And anything can happen in this game of cricket.
And Story just chops that out to backward point and hobbles through for another single. Can Talliard pull something out of the bag here for his team? They need an over that can go for 20 here just to give them a glimmer of hope. Even then it'll be tough, but one massive over and they can get themselves back into the game.
Set that clean, that's a boundary.
Great hit from Talliard there. There's some impetus. Can he build on that? He's just got to keep going, yeah, Bjorn. He's looked like he's seen it nicely there. There's no point batting and for any bonus points, anything like that. They just got to keep going, yeah. The bonus points also a long way off from here. So for now, he's just got to go and take one ball at a time, try and maximize on each delivery and see where they are after 20 overs. Good from Talliard again, just punches that into the gap. He deserves 2, but unfortunately...
Never on.
Yeah.
I think Talliard's got to play with reckless abandon here. He's hitting it very nicely, but there's no point running ones here. He's just putting pressure on Stories. That's cleanly struck by Kane.
Yeah, I agree with you to a certain degree, but at the same time, while Story's there, you still want to make use of it. You don't want to have dot balls, so I do feel he's got to get the lion's share of the strike, but if you can get 2-3 boundaries and over and then feed the strike back to Story.
There we go.
The field's coming around. Oh, that's unlucky.
It's a great catch.
Just didn't get the full bats on that, and you could see feels like he's missed out there.
And that was the other side at 6. It's a long boundary.
And we could have a very slow finish to this game here, Beyond. It's the last man stands, and if there's one man that we don't want batting in the last man stands, it's someone who's injured here. So
There's normally 2s, 4s and 6s. I think it's just 4s and 6s here, Wayno. I don't think there's going to be too many 2s.
So the fielder does well there, comes around. That's a good catch in the end. Watch it from the other angle. I think just gets the bottom of Tallard's bat. He's a strong man. Just doesn't quite get it. Almost there for him. A bit unlucky in the end, but the fielder's well placed. And can Story find a...
He sets off for 2. Thinks better of it.
And they should give him a runner, Bjorn.
Allowed anymore, Wayno.
Yeah, but I think for the spirit of the game, I'd definitely offer him a runner here. They're definitely going to win this game here, the Bharat Army. Hit that nicely there, did Story. And suddenly he's going to look like he's... If you go and look at the scorecard afterwards, you're going to not understand why Story's got 7 from 12, but he's hitting it nicely, just handicapped with that injury. So Story fighting hard. Nowhere to go. Yeah, he can't run 2s. The ball's heavy from the dudes, no easy boundaries.
Worst of it, Story's actually looks in good nick. He's timing it nicely.
That's a great shot. So it's a dot ball in the end, but this is a bit of batting a net practice now for Story, but as you said, Bjorn, it must be frustrating because he's actually hitting the ball nicely. He looks like a good player and he's just not able to get those legs moving. Come on, Story. Deserves a 6 here. Just a 4 or 6. Give him something to smile about. Straight to the fielder, so that's a maiden over. Great for the bowling figures there.
88 for 7, 5 to go.
The thing is, Bjorn, if you actually think of it, if they had 100 at this stage, which they could have been if they had wickets in, and in those last 5 overs you can score 60s, it just shows that you've always got a little bit more time in those run chases. They weren't that far off from being able to pull off an upset victory here, but in the end the scorecard is going to look like they've taken a bad beating, but that hasn't been the case. They've been very, very competitive in this match for 70-80% of it.
Got him. That's the end of the match. Valiant effort by Kane Story there. Tells the tale of the Auckland Warriors as he limps off, battered and bruised. Convincing win by Bharat Army Lions. They're just too strong this evening. It's been a good contest for most of the match, but this final 15 overs, Bharat Army Lions just showed their class there. And that's it from us for the evening. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning for the next round of the day's play in the Indian Super Series 2024.